My memo tonight is about whistleblowers. Before last week, the name Spencer Sankale Oleichike meant nothing to many Kenyans. But after the shocking revelations from the Maasai Mara University a few days ago, now his name evokes different emotions. For some, it is gratitude. Others think of him as brave, while there are those who rightly worry about his safety. There's a percentage that questioned his motive. Spencer is one of 4 brave Kenyans who lifted the lead on what is now known as the Mara heist, a corruption scandal worth over 190 million shillings at the Young University in Narok County. Spencer, who is an accountant at the university, patiently and meticulously collected evidence, video and audio recordings, financial statements and copies of checks, and together with his 3 colleagues brought all this information to light, narrating to Citizen TV how the scam was executed in this public institution. Following the expose, officers from the DCI have opened investigations into the scandal, which has implicated the Vice-Chancellor of the university. A group of real-life heroes these 4 Kenyans are. And they're not the first whistleblowers Kenya has seen. In fact, Spencer and his friends were inspired by David Sadera Munyakei. In 1993, the late Munyakei, who was a clerk at the Central Bank of Kenya, spilled the beans on the multi-billion shillings Golden Bag ripoff that shook the Kenyan economy. Munyakei realized that he was processing payment for fictitious gold and diamond exports. He sneaked out copies of sensitive documents and took them to 2 opposition legislators who presented them to Parliament and caused an uproar across the country. John Gidongo was the whistleblower in the Anglo-leasing scandal that cost the country billions of shillings and involved fraudulent deliveries of government military and forensic laboratory equipment. And who can forget Bernard Mushere, an auditor who in 2016 blew the whistle on the 5 billion shilling scandal at the Ministry of Health. The brave acts by these Kenyans probably saved billions of taxpayers' shillings. It goes without saying that in this present environment, blowing the whistle carries a high personal risk. Corruption is a vicious and unforgiving affair, and those who are implicated in it do everything in their powers to cover their tracks. That often involves silencing real or potential whistleblowers. Yet, without these brave souls, many corruption scandals would never come to light. Very few prosecutions, if any, would ever take place, and Kenya would be all the worse for it. That is why the government should ensure that the legal provisions on protecting whistleblowers are embraced and enthusiastically implemented. That people like Spencer are celebrated, not sacrificed. It is the only way to encourage these selfless heroes of Kenya. It is the only way to fight and eventually win the war against the monster that is the theft of public resources. Salute to all those whistleblowers. Salute to their sacrifice. May they be an example to us all. That's my memo.